It's like a pizza crunch without the batter. It's like the wood juice without the water. You'll never get the knickers off her. Fucking chance. Premeditated batter. Premeditated batter.
Finally got it on the fucking end up, man. Jesus fucking Christ, this is why I need a producer, mate. I used to have a producer, and then he fucking obviously went to do his own thing, man, and I just went like, no what, fuck it, I'll do this myself. Mate, I couldn't fit a fucking producer in here. The size of the room, know what I mean? That's what happened to yourself anyway, bro. It's good to get you in the Patter Pouffe eventually.
It's good to be here, mate.
Well requested guest, man.
Aye, not much, mate. Fuck all, man. Fucking away, innit? Got a music video and that coming out soon, know what I mean?
What have you got coming out?
Got a video with Yona coming out soon.
Nice, nice. You want to match the drop, man?
I've got Yona coming out soon. I've got a video up to standard coming soon, I know. So what else have I got? All different stuff, mate. We've got about fucking 10, 15 tracks recorded now, so I do.
Actually, we're saying you've got about 15 recorded, so
aye,
what's the plans with them? You got to make a mixtape, you got to make singles?
No, I'm going to put about 8 of them into an EP,
right.
And then do videos with the rest of them, and then just release one a week, one every couple of weeks or something like that.
One a month or something like that. Aye, decent. So
just to get myself out there again, know what I mean? Because I've been quiet for years.
No, you've been half a scene, man. Where have you been?
In the jail.
In the jail. So what's been happening in the jail? What happened? How'd you end up in the neck?
Psycho birds, mate.
Standard, innit, bro? We've all been there,
Fucking give all sorts of statements, mate. Sticking us in for all sorts of different stuff.
Facts.
Mate, court, give evidence for a couple of days. Fucking end up getting done with 29 charges, so I did.
Did you? Aye, fucking hell.
Aye.
Did you get found guilty?
Aye, found guilty for some of them, mate. Some of them get dapped by the end of the trial and that, know what I mean? But it was a 9-day trial, mate, so it was fucking long.
Aye.
So then I ended up done 2 years for that, mate.
Did you? Aye,
I'm getting licensing now.
Fucking hell, man. At least you're back out and about, innit, man?
Mate, aye,
how was it in the jail?
It's alright, mate.
That your first time in?
No, mate, no, I've been in Poland and I was in the YOs, mate.
Right, yeah, aye.
2018. Was in there for 2 attempts and a firearm, mate.
Fuck's sake, but was that a remand?
I was a remand, mate. 3 high court cases, but I got away with them all, so I did.
Did you, aye?
Aye, mate. Was nothing to do with me.
Not guilty. I like it, bro, I like it. How did it feel first time being in the jail?
I was young, mate, know what I mean? So it was... I wasn't giving a fuck.
Just full of beans, like, I'm in the jail.
I thought it was a buzz, know what I mean?
Aye, mate, the first time I ever was in Poland, 'cause I remember watching... Do you ever remember Boys Behind Bars?
Aye, I remember one of them, mate. It was Jamie from Edinburgh. He goes, talk about Stuart.
I got Jamie from Falkirk.
Aye, from Falkirk. I was in Bali.
Standing on the reason he's going, come on!
I was in Bali.
So I remember watching that. And then I think I was like 14 at the time, fucking going out the next day on my phone, I was like, fucking phone, man, like, it's fucking nuts and all that, me guy and that. Then I ended up in there like a few year later, like, it was just it was a 17-day remand, I was on a curfew, and I breached the curfew, but the trial was in like 2 weeks, and they're just like, you're remanded to the trial, so I went up there, and I was like, see it, and start with, I was like, I'm actually in Pullman. See exactly you'd always heard about it, and actually being in there, you're like, fucking hell, it's just a weird experience.
It's like a big community centre, I think, Pullman.
Aye, mate. See, because, mate, wasn't he go to Berlin, right? I think Pullman's fucking shite and that, but you go to Pullman, it's kind of like the creche if you go to Berlin and all that shit, know what I'm talking about?
Aye,
it's just full of mad young cunts.
Fucking, it's a lot more laid back in Berlin, you know what I mean? Maybe a buzz in Pullman, you have a good laugh in Pullman, know what I mean?
Because it's Berlin's full of older guys and it's just full of addicts in it, chasing their done. Aye, mate, that's what I know.
Paying a green mile for the meth.
I know, mate. Apparently Berlin's
the biggest distributor.
Aye, that's
Postal's the second.
Both our Postal's in Berlin,
I know.
Fuck's sake, man. Aye, it's madness, bro. I think it's still pretty bad, but it's still bad with the spice and that when you were in there.
Aye, it was rife with it, mate, so it was.
Was it still pure terrible?
Rife with it, mate.
Did the screws clamp down
No, it was more like a tizzy land, mate.
Aye, the tizzy?
Couldn't so wild for that, mate, whatever.
Aye, mate.
Screws were getting done and all that, crazy stuff, mate.
Really?
Aye, mate, because cunts don't know what they're doing on it, know what I mean? There was hundreds of deaths and that, and all, cunts were trapping deed on it, dodgy stuff, man.
Well, I heard a spoonful of a tizzy lamb is the equivalent to 10,000 Valium.
I think a gram it is or something.
Is it a gram?
A gram's might be like 10,000 or something.
I think a spoonful probably would be a gram if you think about it.
Like that,
that's fucking madness, mate, and cunts are just gubbing
it. Aye,
it's fucking cunts are just losing days, you see them, man, like that, see it? The pure space,
just
man.
Just pass the time, innit?
Aye, mate, I first went in and I was like, I can't say that tizzy, you know, I was like, what the fuck's tizzy? I didn't have a clue what it was. So I remember I've been in Poland, I was in Berlin 2016, and see when I went in that time there, 2021, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Was it with every cunt? I went out to exercise and I was talking to cunts, and they were just hitting it with the most fried shit ever. Like, it was a cunt said he was doing the digger, and he ended up rolling about the screws, he snapped one of the arms and all this mad Bruce Lee shit, and I'm like, is this cunt for real?
Oh, can't stop, feel shite.
And they were all hitting out with it, and I was like, I felt like I was in the fucking, know what I mean, the funny farm or something. I was like, what the fuck's the matter with these cunts?
Aye, they're all fried, aren't they?
Aye, heavy duty, mate. It was
Aye, you get some real yins in there, man.
Aye, mate, and plus as well, mate, if ever that was an advert and not to smoke spice, I was like, alright, this is what's fucking cunts up. Cunts fucking heads
Mate,
black, man.
cunts are into psychosis with that now and all, but full grown guys are shiting ourselves in nappies and that.
Aye, mate, well,
Fucking
mate,
mental,
see,
mate.
I ended up getting the tag. I was 14 months I was doing, and it was 7 months I would have done, but I done 4 months and get the tag. But the night after I found out I get the tag, I was in B-hole, and see, I was in like the second flat.
Aye.
And down the stair was the suicide cells.
Aye, that's what I
So
was.
I was fucking, I get fucking, I couldn't end up going do lally. I think he was on the spice, he was on fucking gabbas, he was on fucking everything he could get his, in you go, know what I mean? So, he was fucking, I think he ended up losing it, the cunt, man, and he was all night kicking his door, flooding his gas, screaming out the door, just shouting at himself, I'm killing myself, you're all gonna die, all that shit, man. And I'm in my bed, see that way you just, every time you're dozing off, he just starts leathering the door, one of they cunts.
Aye.
And I was like, I'm fucking gonna murder this cunt. And then the next day I ended up getting a tag, which was a fucking noise.
Result.
Oh my god, mate, it was a fucking long night, man.
Oh, you get nights like that, don't you, man?
Aye, mate. Especially the Windies and that and all, mate. Sometimes,
See, in Berlin, he's not as bad at the Windies, but seeing it was, man, it's fucking murder at the Windies.
you know how Berlin's turned into the new Pullman?
I don't know, man. It's still quite quiet.
Mate, I think about 5.
It just depends what hole you're in and all, but know what I mean, because A hole was quite wild. I was in B hole, and B hole was quite quiet.
Aye.
When I was in C hole was a bit of a mad one.
I think because C-hole and A-hole get the mans, B-hole sentence, so you're more country.
No, but B hole's all the mans now, I know. It's all mixed.
So
Because
it
of COVID,
is, so it is,
everything's
I'm
just
full of
all
shit, it is, I know,
everything's just
mate.
all mixed, know what I mean?
Fuck's sake, is it still like that? When did you get out?
Mate, I got out in September.
Just there, aye?
Aye, just
But that was
there,
a
mate.
year after me. I got to September 2021.
Is that what you got?
Aye,
Aye,
mate.
September there, mate. I got out. I wasn't in September. I was in September.
I think I seen you about.
Did you? Aye,
Aye,
I was in.
because I
Aye.
remember me and Melrose were recording something, and I remember it says when you go to the jail, and it was a while before I get to jail, because I think you were in a bit before me, then I went in. I think I seen you
End of
about.
2020, I went in, so it was.
Aye, 'cause I think you've been moved about a few halls where you know boxing
Aye,
the fuck.
boxing all the time, man.
Aye, 'cause I think
My
that-
reports are like that, man.
Oh, really? Aye. Fucking never out of digger. Fuck's sake, man.
Aye, all the time, mate, constant.
So how
Just
did
the
it...
first year it was like that, know what I mean? The second year was alright.
No,
So I
was
get
it?
settled in B-hole and that, and all
It took you a
all
year
the
to get settled in.
all my trips and that landed, all my pals and that landed, know what I mean? So
Oh, right, aye, that's not too bad,
we were
man.
on the same landing, so it was all good.
See, it's one of the ones, it's like, at first, see, when you first go in, your lass is fucking shite, but see, once you get into your routine and
Aye,
getting
it's alright,
off
innit?
and go to exercise, and you get a laugh in that way, man.
Aye, it
But
just becomes a way of living, doesn't it? You just need to get used to it, innit?
I
You can do
tell
it.
that to cunts all the time. I say to them, it's like, you need to pure...
Institutionalise yourself.
You do,
Aye,
see,
you
you deal
do.
with, because you can't have like one heat, your heat half in the jail and half outside, because you end up your heat
100%.
fried. Especially if you get a bird. I've never really, well, first sentence I got, I kind of had a bird, but it was one of the ones, it was a mad fucking pure, I wasn't even in a relationship, man, it was a mad scheme slut. But it finished within a few months, thank fuck, but you see cunts, mate, they'll get birds in, mate, and they're pure running to the phone every time the door opens and shit like that, mate.
That's brutal, mate,
You're
innit?
like, fuck that, man.
I know, mate,
Just
I
makes
know.
your sentence drag in even, mate.
No,
I hate to take
definitely.
visits off cunts, mate, see if they never come up, because it would pure annoy me.
I only ever took visits off my family, to be honest, mate. I cut times my pals met a few times,
Aye.
fucking cut my pals met a few times, but I only ever really let my family up, mate.
Aye,
'Cause I hated seeing my pals, but not I mean, they're coming up pure smashed, not. I was sitting there
that mad sick bastard.
fucking, like a fucking bams, not in.
So, had you ever been up to see any cunt in the jail before?
Aye, I'd been up shots and that. Know what I
Aye,
mean?
mate, that's the worst thing. See, when I was first in Pullman, I'd never been up to the jail to see any cunt. But see, after that, I've been up to see a few cunts. Then when I ended up back in, when cunts came up to see me, I was like, I knew where they were going.
Aye.
So I was like, I know exactly why they're going out. No, I see that feeling when you're up to see some cunt, you're like, thank fuck, it's no me.
Aye, it's
But
brutal,
then
innit?
when you're back in it, oh mate, it's fucking heartbreaking,
Aye, it's
man.
fucking brutal, mate. So it is.
Aye, so how is it in trying to adjust when you get back out after been into a year?
Mate, it's quite hard to be. I'm still adjusting it now, man.
Really? Aye, mate.
Aye, mate. I don't know, it's a weird. Every time I drink, mate, we don't have the benders, man.
Aye, mate, as if making up for lost time, innit?
Aye, exactly, aye.
Aye, bro, I mean, I was only in, as I say, 4 months, mate, but see, when I get out, I get told I was, because it was a tag, I just get told I was fucking out within like the week. So as I say, see when you get yourself in that mad mindset, I'm in the jail, this and that. But I didn't really get time to prepare myself, like counting down like 5 week, 4 week, 3 week, no, that. It was just 1 week out. And even after only like 4 months, mate, my head was a bit fried coming out, mate. I thought I was coming out like, right, all these plans, all these sketches, right on social media, but I came out and I was like, mate, I was struggling to use Facebook Messenger, man. Just the one of ones I came back out and on. I got out
and got handed that phone, man. It fucking flips, and I was like,
oh, is it one of these phones?
I was like, fuck, technology's what's happening, nothing.
Oh, what's going on here, mate?
I've been away for too long, man.
Reach your wee fucking mobile, you're getting us there.
Fuck's sake, man.
Aye, mate, I get out and I had to let a cunt stay in my gaff, a pal of mine, right? And he was packed out the house. Although it was fun, it was bird, so he wasn't packed out, but he'd left the house and waiting on her moving it.
Aye.
And he was sleeping in his cousin's couch, his mother pal. So I was like, I take my keys, go and use my gaff and all that, man. Cunt used it as a party gaff, didn't he? Turned up, mate, and he trashed the place, mate. There was
that
frames
bad,
off it, oh, it was, mate. Frames off it was, the place was a shithole. Apparently his cousin came up the night before and filled 4 bin bags and it was still a riot. Mate, it turned, oh mate, I was like, mate, what the fuck? Looks as if somebody had tanned my fucking house. I was changing my bed sheets and all that, mate. There was period juice and all that at it, mate. It was fucking terrible, mate.
Fuck's sake,
mate, I feel like a matchstick, man. Oh mate, it was disgusting, man. So you see, every time I've got out of jail before, it's just been, you've been back out if I've been staying with my mum and my dad, so you've been back out and you're just like, what am I doing? So you coming back and having to clean a fucking house, mate, it's stressful as
fuck. Oh, fuck that, mate.
Oh,
fuck
mate.
that.
That's what I was doing.
I had all these plans when I was getting out, man. I was like, I'm going to do this, got to do that, you know what I mean? I've not done fuck all.
Oh, really?
Aye, mate. I was just got to do all these music videos and that. I've not really done nothing, mate.
Nah, because I've seen you post
quiet,
a few things. But it's only like...
I've got Harrows in the pipeline, mate, to be fair, mate, but I'm just not been releasing it now. You know what I mean?
Did you just use that sentence to like just write like fuck?
Aye, mate, I've wrote all sorts, man. Got about 5 notebooks full now.
See, when you were writing, but were you just writing like a cappella as such?
Aye, mate. Or sometimes if a tune would come on the radio, I'd like, mate, I just need to write other lyrics, know what I mean? So it was a bit hard, mate, but
I just try to catch it for 5 minutes.
I got used to it,
the pad like that before it finishes.
Then as soon as it came back out, get the pad back out, know what I mean?
Sitting doing a shite like that, jumping an Arsenal even might try to get the notepad out.
Aye, it's a bit of a mad one, man.
Fuck's sake.
I get used to it, but other time, know what I mean?
You end up developing an answer.
Once I got out, mate, and started hearing instrumentals again, I've been writing like fuck, but it's been a lot easier for me, know what I mean?
Have you felt a lot of people have missed you since you've been away?
I've been
Music?
getting messages all the time, mate.
Aye.
Constant, man.
Did you have to reply back to all sorts of cunts when you get out?
I was talking to people in there still, know what I mean? So,
oh, right, I see, that's not too bad. Did you never try and think about posting online, or did you think I was too piping?
I posted like videos and shit. I posted just the old photos and that, maybe tunes all the tap it and that, but I never posted anything in there, no.
Aye, mate, you see, you can't see
I was getting spun all the time, know what I mean?
No, see like that Mazza, no, you ever thought no that kind of?
Aye, mate.
He's literally.
But I think it's because it's so common down England, but mate, I think that the screws don't bother with it.
Really, aye?
No, I mean, it's all the screws bringing it in down there, I know, but innit?
I suppose, mate, because in Scotland, as you say, because it's like, it's one thing cunts have got a phone. See when you used to have the wee shitey £10 mobile, that was a big thing, but now see every cunt's got them. So if you've got an iPhone, the coppers, the fucking screws on top of you, innit?
Aye, heavy duty, man.
But cunts were getting them, mate, because I remember talking to a few cunts in there, but I was
there
like...
There was cunts with Samsungs and that, full fucking Samsungs and that, know what I mean?
Tablets and all that.
Aye, fuck.
It's fucking, mate, madness, mate. I was like, I'll stick with it. I didn't even take a fucking SIM card. I couldn't see there was SIM cards going about.
Yeah, I've still got some stashed in this shoe, mate. Aye.
Have you? Aye,
mate.
But did you get them handed in to visit or something?
Aye.
No get them out yet?
No, yeah, I've just leave them in there in case I go back, know what I mean?
Trainers start ringing like, what the fuck? So how did life begin for you? Where you from originally?
Knightswood, mate.
Knightswood, aye?
I'm from Knightswood, mate.
How were you born and bred, your stomping ground?
Yeah, aye, mate. Well, I went to school Mary Hill and that, but...
Right.
So I did.
How was that?
Don't know, mate. My dad was from Mary Hill, my dad was from Poso.
Oh, was he? Aye.
Aye, my dad's from Poso originally, mate. So I was just always spoke to boys from Mary Hill and that, mate, school up that, you know what I mean?
I see, man. So how was it growing up?
Sorry, mate.
Standard, chaotic a bit?
Aye, but mad one, aye.
Aye, suppose jump between Knightswood and fucking Mary Hill, because I always thought Knightswood was a bit of a fucking upper middle class place, man. Then I met a few cunts in the jail and there's a lot of rough bit, isn't there?
Aye, it was years ago, mate, but now it's just fucking all drugs and guns and that in Knightswood, isn't it?
Is it? Aye, still bonkers.
The West End's violent now, mate. Wild now, mate.
So all the East Enders and all the fucking North Siders and South Siders all moved in, all
the
fucking posh cunts have moved
in. All the rent's going up in the East End and the rent's going down the West End now. So that's fucking mental.
Mate, the fucking rent will be going up in Govan, mate. Have you seen down at the Joe Centre, they're building a bridge out to Partick?
Oh, are they?
Aye.
So that's going to start putting the rent up, innit?
So I've got an investment here, mate. I've got a council house. Not, I mean, this is gonna be like Finiston, mate. I'm gonna be living like a king. Trust me, man. This will be a true throne. But what kind of environment did you grow up in?
The scheme, mate.
The scheme shit,
Aye.
typical scheme life, kicking about. Do you ever gang fight or anything like that?
Aye, mate.
Who did you used to
Drum,
fight with?
mate, we fought with.
Fought with the drum,
Aye,
aye.
aye.
Fuck's sake, is that still ongoing?
No, mate. No.
That just end up dying a death. You get some cunts. See,
It was ongoing to about 2019 then or something, man.
Was it,
All
aye?
get squashed, aye.
aye, mate, it's fucking. It's one of the things. It's pure territorialism in it, man. But when you're younger, you're like, ah, it's everything.
It's
This is
a
my
buzz,
scheme
mate.
and all
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But as you get older, mate, you get some cunts that still. I suppose it gets to a point where something gets done to something gets it's tit for tat.
Aye.
Then as you get older, you're like, ah, no, that fucking cunt done this or they done that, so that just carries there.
Because it gets more serious as you get older, but doesn't it? Because when you're younger, it goes for fucking, these are only hit each other with bricks and bottles, and then the older you get, it's nice and fucking, know what I mean? Then you're just fucking for revenge because you stabbed your pal or stabbed you or whatever.
Aye,
know
and
what
if
I
you've been stabbed or slashed, mate, it's a very fucking hard pill to swallow to let it
Aye,
go, mate.
aye.
Especially if you get a big fucking tan in your jaw, you're like, ah,
Exactly,
fuck that prick's getting it, know what I mean?
Mate, aye. Definitely.
What was your mindset like at that time?
I was a grafter, man.
Right, yeah, aye.
Aye.
Always busy?
Aye.
Did you work a little bit?
No.
Aye, just always
ran a
kick.
bit,
Aye, the good graft.
Aye.
When was the first time you ended up in the jail? Did you say it was 18?
2018, mate. I think.
2018?
2017, mate.
What
My
age were you
beginning
then?
of, what age was I? 16? No, 17, 18.
17, 18?
Wait, a bit, we only know 2020.
This is 23.
23, so. Fuck.
What age are you now?
20, I was, mate.
20, aye?
aye.
So you done well making it to 20 and then getting to jail?
Aye.
As you say, was it
Mate, I got away with all sorts growing up, man, so I did.
See, you said, was that the first case you ended up with the High Court and you got away with?
It was three of them, mate, three separate cases, they were all separate.
And what did it put into the one case or what?
No, they were all separate.
Were they, aye? Oh,
mate.
the high?
Aye.
Fuck.
I was on bail for two of them to begin with.
Right.
And then I got remanded for the third one, not man.
Fuck's sake, going bill for two, man. You were
Aye.
doing well with that, weren't you?
Aye, because I'd never been charged with it at that point, not I mean, I'd got
Nice.
away with everything, then fucking get hammered all at the one time, man.
For fuck's sake, man. But you said
I
you
get
got
well in
acquitted,
court.
didn't you?
Aye, okay in court.
How did it feel about getting into jail with like 3 High Court cases on your head, man?
It's a bit fucking para to be fair,
Like, I'm
man.
fucked here.
Aye.
How long did you end up doing in remand?
8 months or something.
Is it, aye?
Aye, mate.
So how did it feel, see, after you got the not guilty and get acquitted, man? Did you...
After it was one done, it was like 2 to go, man. Then it was.
Oh, so it was all separately then? You
Aye,
never
mate.
put it
And
together?
then the second one, then it was one left to go. I got not guilty for it, mate. I was buzzing, man. Buzzing.
How did you feel? Did you feel like Billy Big Boys, or were you kind of like, right, I better need to watch, be a bit more careful?
No, mate, I think it made me worse, man.
Did that, aye?
Aye, I think I just felt like, oh, I'll get away with everything, know what I mean? Fuck
Aye,
it.
just get that pure ego
Aye,
complex that fucking
aye.
just growing.
Aye, 'cause I was young and daft, know what I mean?
Aye. So what did you do when you got out after that?
So back to what I used to do, mate. Still
Nah,
the
just
same shit, man.
Back to the busy stuff, back to the madness.
Aye.
Did you stay out of jail long?
No, mate. Still that. What was that? 2018. I went back in 2020, so it's not no long.
Oh, really,
Just
aye?
A year, maybe just over a year.
Did you end up getting to jail for that, getting a sentence or what?
I got 3.5, then I got 3.5 years.
Fucking hell, what was that for?
That for that last year up in court. It was just that.
Oh, was that just that one
Aye,
there?
that was
Oh,
that
right,
one
so
there.
it's like that was basically the first sentence you got then?
Aye, first sentence,
Fuck's
aye.
sake, man, you get a hard man, then 2
Aye.
years out of it.
Ever since I got away with the cases when I was younger, the police have been right on my case.
Right, aye, so
non-stop,
you're going to
know
get
what I
fucked
mean?
for something?
Aye, like non-stop on my case, busting me all the time, pulling my pals in and all that, and talk about me, you know what I mean? Just mad shit. So
Aye.
they were constantly.
Aye.
Know what I mean? So,
I can imagine, man, they get a fucking long memory of the old fucking
Aye.
Police Scotland, didn't they?
aye, they do, aye.
So at
Them
what
bands.
point did you end up getting into music?
I was younger, mate. I've done music for I studied this, isn't it?
Did you? Well, like
Aye.
PCDJ disses?
Aye,
Who did you diss?
Just all the different schemes and that, know what I mean?
Did you ever diss the drum?
I might have, mate.
Mate, Alice.
I think I dissed a bird for the drum. To be
Oh,
fair,
right, mate, because I remember, you ever heard of a YouTube channel called Scheme?
No.
So, mate, I think they've deleted all their videos, right? So basically, it's a YouTube channel, right? But they do like kind of documentaries, but it's like kind of PowerPoint slideshows. But
Aye.
it's heavy, get information, mate. I don't know who the cunt talks to. It talks about like murders and posts. So it talks about cunts for drum chapel, and then I think it was talking about that Billy Maguire that got murdered, and obviously it was talking about that Bob in it, and it was a bit in it. It was playing a diss, like I don't know, is it Ken Doon or something?
Told me
there?
while it's at 5.
Aye, that's it. You think you're mad because you can drive? Was that man? Did you do it? Aye, mate, they played
No, I
it.
did that one.
Oh, did you?
No,
They
no.
played that. That's what
I've
everyone
heard of
says
that.
it. Aye, mate, they played that. They couldn't play that during this mad documentary. It was mental. So you just hearing the mad old PCDJ disses, because at the time I remember when I was younger, it was the Hilton Penalty disses,
Aye.
and I think they ended up the pure. I would say they were the
Aye,
pure,
they were the Aberdeen Hill ones and that. They were good or not, the Aberdeen Hill ones.
the Eben Hill ones.
Aberdeen Hill, is it?
I'm not sure.
I don't know if that's how you
Is that
pronounce
the one
it,
that's
right?
still getting played on like TikTok now?
It might be, mate. As it go, like, she's got to be like a basketball or something.
I'm not sure, bro. Mate, it might be, mate, there's ones, mate, I remember a few years ago, mate, I found one or two, mate, that I found it and I was like listening to fucking PCDJ disses for the first time.
Remember Hassan Cassidy?
I think so, mate, I'm not sure, mate, I remember, the ones I remember is the Gary H fucking the Jambo and Cambo diss.
Aye.
Remember that? Did you Jambo, you think you're Rambo or you fucks with your Jambo? But there was that one. The Paddy McPhee this was the first one I heard. Did you ever hear that?
Paddy McPhee.
Do you know Paddy McPhee?
He's from our scheme, I think.
Tempo.
Tempo.
Aye, so he hung with fucking, I think some cunt done a diss.
I've not heard that, that's not.
Oh mate, it was the first diss I ever heard.
No,
Don't get me wrong, guys, it seems a nice guy, but this was funny as fuck. Don't get me wrong, it was the first I heard, but and also the Hillington Penalty ones, and that's how when I was at that age, the age of 14, it's like you're hanging about in the gangs and no disses are about, mate, that was literally, they could have been #1 in the charts. Every cunt was listening to them, like, listen to this, cunts getting slaughtered, cunts you didn't even know were getting slaughtered, man. And you were raging because you were
brilliant, man, weren't they?
yeah, you were raging, you were mentioned in it. You're like, fucking big, how's you know this is me? I'm going to smack him with a brick next time I see him. You're just causes you to be more violent because you know this, didn't it?
No, you'll know that's a pure error. It's never going to happen again. But in it, no, it's never. That's gone now.
I was talking to DJ Rankin about it, and he was fucking.
That's a gone on, man, isn't it?
And it was a pure shock period. It was like the Beatles. Well, they only acted for like 7 years, but mate,
it was the best 7 year ever. But
I know, mate, and it's only in Glasgow. Well, saying that, obviously Scotland, I'd say.
Aye, because when you look at English disses, it's pure real rap, know what I mean? You could just do mad daft disses.
It was just daft patter, but that's the thing.
Pure stupid shit.
Imagine English countries.
But it's funny, know what I mean?
Imagine English countries try to do a PCDJ diss, it just wouldn't work. They don't get the patter.
No, they don't have the patter.
Know what I mean?
They don't, mate.
Fuck's sake, man, no, it's the fucking, it's just, I think it's pure relegated.
Even all the fucking wee guys these days, man, they all sound English, I think, man.
Aye, that's a pure norm thing, man. It's like it's becoming the norm, and it's a lot of them are
mental,
saying,
mate, when you talk to someone.
a lot of their argument is, see, in terms of you just talk about the way they talk.
Aye, just the way you talk
with the
in general,
pattern, that.
mate.
Mate. See, that's the thing, right? See, obviously, you get the people that rap.
Sometimes I'm actually joking, or they've been serious here, not.
Aye, fair dues. I say the odd time I'll batter into a bird. I'll call a sexy girl or something like that.
Sexy girl.
Aye, sexy girl batter. They fucking love it.
That's a bammer.
Aye, but I'm clearly at the wind up. Know what I mean? But
that's
you get
different.
cunts are just starting to talk like
They're actual talking like in general.
Aye, man, and that's the thing, mate. It's like it's piping. Imagine an English cunt try to talk like us.
No, I know, mate.
You would rip him.
No,
you would rip him, man.
100%.
But that's the thing. It's like see these cunts that rap in an English accent. And that. See, to be honest, see if it was just as simple as that, rapping in an English accent, it wouldn't bother me. It's because people are hearing this and like the young team, they're starting to talk like these cunts.
See another thing I know, but see all these English rappers that's come up to Scotland, I think that's pure cheating, man. They've come up and just took your scene, know what I mean?
Aye.
Know what I mean? Instead, because they can't go up in the red scene.
The only thing Scottish about them is the fucking emoji in their bio, know what I mean?
Exactly,
that's
mate. Doesn't matter nothing, mate.
Fair
It's just pure cloud and noise, mate, know what I mean?
Aye, for sure, man, and it's sending out the wrong message to all the young team because that's
exactly.
A lot of them make the argument going like that, you need to be successful to get your music out there, you need to do it this way, you know, and you're like, just because you do it in an English accent doesn't mean it sounds good.
I know, mate.
It doesn't mean it's a good tune just because of the way your accent is.
There's English rappers that are shite, I know.
Aye, majorly. I think a lot of them are overrated.
Bullshit. A lot of them are overrated, mate.
See the big ones?
A lot of them, mate. Most of them are overrated.
They'd get a pure indie, mate. I end up in a fucking Instagram comment argument with this cunt, man, and I try and stay away from these things, but I think it was SBTV, might have been SBTV, I could be wrong. They posted like top UK rappers, and it was all English cunts, and I hate that shit. Like, I want Scotland to be independent, right? But we're part of the UK, whether we like it or no, so at least treat it that way. Don't say UK if it's all English cunts. Like there's the UK's Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland,
and England. Top English rappers.
I know, and it's like,
I mean?
then I end up arguing with this cunt, and he just would not get it. And then I end up just getting wide with him and fucking nearly threatening the cunt. Then cunts were wading in, watching my videos try to slaughter us, and I was hitting them with your mod jokes, but it was rage, and I was like, I need to delete this, man.
Bet you if it was 10 Scottish artists that were the 10 best in UK, but they would say top 10 Scottish artists, not I mean, they wouldn't say top 10 UK artists then, not I mean?
For sure, or they become fucking British artists or some shit
British,
like that. I mean, it would
definitely,
never,
aye.
It's fucking annoying, man, but that's the thing, it's the culture that's dying, because it was Morgan kind of opened my eyes to this. Let's see. Like people, as you say,
Morgan, that is delicious. That's what I started. Scottish rappers, see like Nitty Grits and that, you ever heard any of
No.
them? Like, they're old Scottish rappers back in the day, you know what I mean?
Are
That's
they?
what I used to listen to, aye.
How did you get into them? How did you get
I
into
used to
Scottish
go to, see, there was a wee community centre up my scheme,
Right.
and do you know Loki the rapper?
Aye.
He was in it one day with Big Taj, you know Big Taj, the beatbox on that,
No, I don't think so.
They were in it and they were doing like a wee community thing, fucking like writing tunes and that, with all the scheme boys, so we went with our pals and just ended up sitting writing a tune and that, and that was it, mate, started for that.
Oh, really? So
Aye.
is that how you, the very first kind of rap tune you dropped?
Aye.
Really?
It was always like this season, I was young, mate, about fucking 12 or something.
Really? Aye, were
was
you that young when
mate.
you get into it?
Aye, mate, I done this season, I was like 10 or something.
Fuck's sake, man.
I was young, mate.
So was
I
that
always hung about older people and that, but you know what I mean? So I always thought I was older than he.
Aye, I can imagine, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, see, you see, that was the first time you ever kind of wrote a rap tune. Was that the kind of, the next level unlocked for you? Were you like, ah, right, I'm writing rap tunes now?
I just enjoyed it, mate. So I did, cause I used to always listen to Eminem and that growing up, and I started listening to all the other Scottish rappers after that. Mate, I just adapted to the accent, heavy rapid or instrumentals, because obviously I done like, this season, that, you know what I mean? So I already I liked it, mate, and I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to do this, man.
So, and
But I never, like, it was never real like, scheme rap, know what I mean? It was always fucking, it was more like skaters and that done it, know what I mean?
Aye.
So I thought, fuck it, I'm just got to start doing scheme rap, man, and see how it goes.
Right,
innit?
I see.
But a lot of cunts heavy judged us and looked down on us for it. and
Did
that.
they? Aye.
Aye, hunters, mate. Because it was heavy unheard, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
It was heavy unheard, mate. So I just done it. I didn't really record it until I was about 16. I did my first music video, and I just like, used to write and do like, when I was with my pals, I'd spit bars and that. You know what I mean, they'd like, that's class doing that, and I just never done it till I was about 16, mate.
So see, when you were doing, say, the scheme rap and that kind of thing, did you ever find anybody that was of a similar taste to you, or was it just, did you feel as if you
Well, I
were
went to
doing
school
it
with Sherlock, so Sherlock done it. You know what I mean?
alone? Oh, right.
I went to school with Sherlock. First crime tune I ever brought out was Devastate. That was the first crime tune I'd ever released, so it was. And I was about 17 or something.
I remember seeing some of your videos when you were, it was a freeze, you were young as fuck, and you could tell obviously you've came a long way from that point. But I remember always seeing it was a freeze. I think you've done a few, didn't you?
You've hundreds of tunes on SoundCloud and that.
Was it ever a group thing, or were you just the freeze, just fucking making tunes for the fuck of it?
Well, we used to fucking had that wee group chat once that was like fucking us three, and then it was Sinister South, you know Sinister South?
I had Danny Kelly on.
It was all us, it was like tennies or something in the group chat, and we were like a TMA, we were called.
TMA?
Aye.
What was that?
I can't even remember, it was like 10-man army or something. Somehow like True Music Army or something, man. I can't remember, man. But aye, it was all us, mate. Then we all done our first gig together at Classic Grand, so we did.
Did you, son?
Aye, mate, aye, I was young, man. And then after that, we just didn't really talk there. It was the group chat just kind of died out.
I just went defunct kind of thing.
Yeah, it was just kind of fact there after that.
How did it feel doing your first gig?
I was buzzing, mate. I was young, I mean, heavy, hot-headed, and that's steaming.
What age were you?
Loving life, mate. I was about fucking 17 or something, mate.
So it was about 8 years ago?
18 or something, aye.
2015?
Aye, I was young.
So what was it, see after that, as you say, the TMA, that kind of like, parted ways? What was the plans after that? Did you kind of catch the bug, like, right, this is becoming a thing? Was there any point you kind of thought, right, this is what I want to be doing?
I will see, obviously, because when we started it, we got all sorts of hate and that because of the accent and that, and then gradually as time went on, all different, a couple of boys for the scheme would pop it and start doing like these freestyle videos and with their phones and that, and then obviously people just started adapting it, and then before you know it, cunts were supporting it and that.
Aye.
And then I was like, fuck it, man, this is going to blow up, man.
Because you've been about for a while, man. Because I've always seen you like kicking about on the scene. Obviously, that time you were in the jail, you kind of disappeared for a bit.
Aye.
But you seem to build up a wee steady following of fans.
Aye.
There's a few people messaging me, mate. Even fucking the other day, somebody was, I was on TikTok live making my dinner, and somebody was like, it was like it was random people, it wasn't as if it was all young boys. It's like fucking older women and shit like that. I can get Mc Dee on. I'm like, it might be on soon. Also acting
no,
fine.
I got hundreds of messages and that. I mean, I've got a good supporting, mate, so I do. Very good supporting, man.
Nice one.
So I just need to start releasing there for them.
Aye, that's exactly it, mate. It's try to stay consistent, man, because I've been making music for years, but I've only been releasing for about 2 years.
See, the thing is, I know, but see, before I went to jail, man, it was like, the scene was quite small. There wasn't that many rappers and that, and I've got it, mate, there's just hundreds.
It's exploded, isn't it?
Aye, and it's all kind of different vibes, I know, it's not like the same way it used to be, it's all this more upbeat kind of stuff now and that, innit?
Aye,
so
mate.
That's what everybody's into, because that's TikTok and that, innit? So,
Aye, mate, it's more, see, you let me go to gigs and that, it's a good energy, because see, even
good.
you talk to cunts that were about fucking like years ago and that, they even notice it, like, back like fucking maybe 5-10 years ago when you went to a gig, it'd be like a wee pocket, a wee crowd here, a wee cut of cunts here, like, they'd all be this
Eight people or something.
Aye, they'd all be spaced out, man, but now it's just a full crowd going
full
fucking
packing.
nuts. I don't know if the drugs have got anything to do with that, but maybe it's a mixture of the substances and the tune, man.
I just think scheme rap's fucking done Scotland a big favour, man.
Aye.
Know what I mean?
Aye, because
I think it's brought a lot of people through and all that.
Aye, people need something to relate to, because
Aye.
as you can listen to the shit about cunts in England, top of their ends and all that shit, but it comes a point where it's hard to relate because it's a different culture, it's a different country.
You
It might be.
can relate to similar bits of it, do you know what I mean? Like, but no fully, you can't fully relate to their tunes, no.
Nah, definitely no. It's like listening to American rap, you're talking about the hood and all that shit. It's like fair dues, maybe come from a neighbourhood.
We all kind of come from the slums, that's about the only thing we've
That's
got in
it,
common,
man.
know what I mean? But
That's
they're all
it, but-
different environments and different people.
Aye, different upbringings and that too,
Totally
you know what I mean?
different,
It's
aye.
just, it's a fucking different country altogether, but, and that's the thing, I think you kind of settle. You're like, oh, this is the closest thing I've got to what I'm surrounded by, but then you find somebody maybe like yourself, let's talk about like fucking shit that's going on in Knightswood or Maryhill and that, you're like, fucking hell, I'm fair. I know what he's talking about.
Aye,
It's shit
exactly.
like that, mate.
Aye,
That's what
exactly,
kids need,
I
especially
know.
the young team, man, but
All the young team are loving it, man. There's hundreds of them doing it, isn't there?
aye, all sorts, mate. It's good, it's
mate.
refreshing.
It's good because that means the next generation is going to be the big king, innit?
Aye, that's exactly it, because people are...
That's what that was our goal when we were starting. That's what we thought. Like, we just keep doing it for so many years, and cunts will eventually adapt to the accent, innit?
Aye, I just keep making noise and cunts will eventually stop telling you to shut up, innit, man?
Aye, exactly. And then hundreds of you guys are doing it, and it's class, mate.
It's really good to see. It's really good to see. Is there anybody you're looking at right now? You're thinking, oh, he's fucking shit hot or not?
Me mother.
Wee Miller's dynamite, isn't he?
Class, aye,
Are you doing a tune together?
Aye,
I think you, McCroy, and
Aye, we're doing a collab, aye.
I seen him putting it up anyway, so I'm not exposing any fucking.
That's
trade
alright.
inside
Aye,
the
me
secret.
mother's class with us.
Mate, he was him and wee James. At first, I'd heard it and they'd done the Bringing It Back remix. And
That's the
see-
first I'd heard, I know.
When I seen it coming on, I was like, see that with the intro, and I was like, right. See, before they'd started rapping, I was like, how's this going to sound? Because when you click on, you see young boys, more often than not, they're going to start.
You judge our book, it's covered.
You just think it's going to be English. You just think it's got to be Scottish then English,
You
and
do,
that's
you
it.
do.
Just you're prone to expect it. As soon as they started doing their accent, and they fucking make it sound class,
Aye, it's good, mate.
and
Aye,
they're really
you know
good.
that.
They're heavy,
Aye.
actually, fucking dynamite with
Class.
the day.
It's class with us.
Aye, and you notice that? See a lot of cunts.
He's young, aren't he?
21.
Is he? Aye.
Aye, looks fucking younger, don't he?
Looks-
Two of them,
aye,
man, they
looks
look like
very
fucking
young, aye.
babies, man.
Aye.
But
Aye, good.
see, that's the thing as well. In Scotland, you find a lot of people that like rap. They done like New Monkey and all that beforehand.
Aye, that's what I done, I know.
Did you do that
I
too?
thought I was an MC, mate.
Oh
aye.
really? How about with Mc Dee?
Aye, mate.
Mate.
On SoundCloud, mate, all my tunes have got 100k views and that, mate.
Have they, aye?
500k plays and that. Aye, I was quite big, mate, when I done the MC.
Oh, did you? Aye, so
aye.
is there any plans to get back to that or doing any of
Nah.
that kind of music? Nah,
Nah,
just kind of
mate.
grown with it.
Nah, mate, I just done that. It was fucking the Eke days, not
Aye, man. And then you go back out like
Aye,
like that.
I just done that back in the days, man.
Mate, I always get your name mixed up. Even when I say Mc Dee, I always think it's Mc Dee.
Mate,
There.
it's kind of, it's Mc Dee now, mate. So it was MCD, obviously, when I done the MC,
Aye.
and then Mc Dee just stuck, because everybody was just calling us Mc Dee, you know what I mean? So I thought, fuck it, just call it Mc Dee, because MCD, I didn't want it to be MCD for a rap name, you know what I mean?
Aye.
So I thought, fuck it, we'll just leave it as Mc Dee, because I was known as that, you know what I mean? So I couldn't really change it.
Aye.
Every cunt knows, you know what I mean? So I thought, fuck it.
Nah, 'cause I was shocked to find out your name was Darrow, and I'm like, is his name no Darrow McDonald or something? Do you want to be one?
Aye, I get you, mate, aye.
Aye, mate, that's exactly what I was thinking, man. So, see, with fucking that last stint, you say it was September you've been out.
Aye,
Did you think that'll be your last time in the jail?
hope so.
You
Can only hope, can't you?
never say never, innit,
Aye,
man?
never.
Where do you think you'd be without your music?
Mate, I don't even know, man. I don't know, mate.
What about see the people, obviously your peers and that kind of thing, you grew up with and that kind of
Aye.
thing, do they like seeing what you're doing and that kind of
Aye, because it's positive, know what I mean? Because I've came from a kind of negative background, man. So it's like a positive thing in my life that I've got. Do you know what I mean?
So you having like members of your family saying it's kind of like positive shit and that you're doing?
Aye.
Good stuff, man. It is, it's always...
Even though some of my lyrics might be negative, and
Aye.
for my mental health, it's positive. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, but I think see, when you listen to some of your lyrics, it's kind of... I don't know, I've not listened to every single fucking
Aye.
lyric you've done, but for what I hear, you talk about your past, you talk about what you've done, but you don't say, I'm going to do this, cunt, I'm going to do... Like, you listen to Dig a D,
No,
I'm like, stabbing's a habit and all that shit, I'm fucking going to just stab cunts. It's like, it's no like that, it's like, listen, I've done this, I've done that, I would probably do it again if pushed it, but you're no...
Aye,
you don't seem to be bragging about it.
Aye. No, it's just talking about my past experiences, innit?
So see, when you're writing tunes, do you, because when you listen to a lot of rap tunes, I think a lot of cunts just don't think that people can listen to them, especially people in authority can listen to them. So cunts will basically fucking tell you their full scale previous right down to the nitty gritty in it. Do you make a kind of like a motion to fucking kind of write? I'll think about what I'm writing here. So
I need to watch what I'm saying, mate. So
I need to be clever.
The posts are on my case 24/7, so I need to watch, mate.
Have they still been on to you since you've been out?
I've been on my case since I was about 15, mate.
Really, aye?
They were at my door fucking 2 weeks ago or something.
Fuck's sake.
And so they want to question me for something I don't know what it's for.
Do you think they'll ever let you go and let you fucking do your thing?
I'm going to just move it to jurisdiction, mate, because it's obviously that one post station up my way, you know what I mean?
Is it?
So if I move it at jurisdiction, it'll be different officers that don't know me for that area, do you know what I mean?
Aye. Do you ever think about moving then, or are you going to...
I'm in the process of moving the room, mate. So
Are you, aye?
Aye, man.
Aye, fair play, you better have, mate.
I want to move it, it's the outskirts of Glasgow somewhere.
Really, aye?
Aye, mate, so I get away, man.
What, whereabouts, like Mulgai or something?
No, I used to stay with guy, man.
Oh, did you, aye?
Aye, for a couple of years. No, mate, what fucking... I don't even know, man. Anywhere.
Somewhere with fields and cows and shit.
Aye, somewhere quiet, man. I need peace, man.
Mate, you do, mate. See, fucking... Something about nature, man. I think, see, because obviously we've grown up generations upon generations. We've grown up and fucking in the wilderness. It's only like in the past couple of hundred years we've been civilised to the point we're sitting in cities with fucking concrete buildings and that. A couple of hundred years ago, man, we were fucking running about bare ass naked in the woods. You know what I mean? So it's something about, I don't know, if I go a walk, see where there's fields.
I go walks every night, mate. So I do, man.
Do you,
so
aye?
I do,
Get your steps in.
Just go to mad places. I like going outside in the nature and that, mate, innit?
Aye, dynamite.
It's good for your head, I think.
Ah, you need it.
I mean,
You need its tranquility, man.
You need to switch your noise off sometimes, man.
Aye, defos. Do you feel, seeing your writing process, do you feel as if that helps it going a walk?
What do you mean?
See,
But when I go a walk, does it help me write?
Aye,
Aye.
Is that, do you do that, but I'll go a walk and write something, or does it just kind of come naturally with it?
Just go on a walk clears my head, mate, so it does, man. And I don't know, mate, but if I'm just sitting about all day, mate, my mind does overtime. I'm a heavy overthinker, you know what I mean? So I find it hard to write, you know what I mean?
Right,
so I'm always thinking about this and that happening, that, so I find it hard to write, but if I go a walk and that, it'll just clear my head and then I can just sit down, I mean, do my own thing for a wee while.
So see, for your writing process, see if you're going to go and write a tune, do you make a point of, I'm going to set aside time to do it, or do you just get wee bits and bobs as you're through your day?
No, mate, I'm weird, mate. I can be sitting in my room, man, and fucking a good bar can come to my head and I'll just go fuck it and put a beat on and just start writing with that bar, you know what I mean?
Then just write it off the back, yeah?
Aye, mate, and then I write a tune in about 10 minutes or something. 15
Really,
minutes.
aye?
Aye, mate.
Is that the same process with all your tunes?
Aye, all my tunes have been done in about 10-15 minutes.
Have they,
man.
aye?
Aye, mate.
Yeah, do you find...
I think it's because it's stories I've been through, it's easier to write about.
Aye.
Because I'm not making it up, you know what I mean? So I'm just putting it into words, basically.
Aye, so you're just rhyming it, making it connect the dots, really?
Aye, mate, aye.
See, I find that, with the stuff that does come quick, it comes the most natural. I think the longer you leave something there, let's say if you might write something, let's say half a tune, then a few days later, you kind of forget why the feeling you had when you were writing that.
Exactly.
So then you're kind of trying to join up a tune with another feeling. Does that make sense?
Aye, I know exactly what you're talking about, mate. And then one half of the tune will sound different for the other half.
Exactly, and it's
I mean?
hard trying
Two
to
different vibes.
It's to try to pick up that momentum again.
Aye, because even when you write a flow down, but if you leave it and then go back a couple of days later and try and write the same flow, it's hard to do.
Aye,
Depending what kind of flow it is, you know what I mean?
Aye, it's seeing less
It's hard
sometimes.
to catch it again.
Aye. Do you ever record yourself doing it?
Aye.
Just to try and capture
Just
it
to
again?
remember the lyrics. It helps me remember the lyrics. So
Is that how you do it? Just record it
Aye.
and then just memorise after the back of that?
Aye, mate.
So see when you were in the jail, did you say, as you say, it was just you were writing down a notepad and fucking you were doing it off the beat? How were you able to memorise your flows and that then? Or was it just the same flow all the way through?
No, it was all different flow, mate. My flow's got a lot better in the jail, man. So
Is it? Aye.
Aye, mate.
Do you think because you weren't restricted by a beat you were able to focus on it a lot more?
Aye, mate. Aye, you could focus a lot more, man.
Right, I see. How could you remember your flow but if you're just writing it down? Because you couldn't record yourself.
Just because I would just when I would rap it, I would do it as if it was a beat on, do you know what I mean? I
So
would
just do it in your head?
Aye, and I would just like bob my head to that flow, and then I was I'd catch it that way.
So
you know
almost like kind of get a beat in your head.
Aye,
Kind of thing,
memorise
as if,
it.
maybe a
Aye.
tempo, your
Aye.
horn or some shit like that. Not
Something
talking
like
about.
that, aye.
Did you ever have a co-pilot in the gym?
I cut a time, but then I'd get I got a single marker, and I took it after to get one of my pals in with again. Then I ended up fighting with him. Then
Fuck's sake, how'd you end up fighting with him?
I woke up, mate, fucking about 3 in the morning, and he was in my stash, mate, stealing all that stuff off his.
What the fuck?
Aye, mate. So I ended up like making. I was pals with him for years, you know what I mean? Like I was putting money in his PPC every week, you know, I was giving him new craze in that all the time, that the pure rat.
Fucking
So I
hell.
ended up boxing with him, mate. I got my single marker back again, and just kept my single marker, man.
Fuck's sake.
Sometimes you get part of pure junkies, and that, you know what I mean? You're like, empty.
Aye,
fuck.
mate. First, don't get me wrong, when I went in that time there, mate, the first cunt I was dubbed up with was quite a sound cunt, but he was smoking that spice, and I was like, I can't be fucked with this. I was getting me blow out the windy, man, but I was like, this is fucking...
Makes it stinking and all that stuff, but
It just smells like burnt paper, but it's one of man. I'm not going to breathe that shit in. Get to fuck, know what I mean?
Exactly.
Fucking mad burning paper.
It's awfully battle if you get an alright co-pilot, know what I mean?
He was sound, don't get me wrong, but when I get sentenced, I went to B-Hall, and the first cunt I get dubbed up with, he was out the next day, but he was bad with that spice. He was fucked, mate. He was pure. He couldn't stay off it. It was like fucking. It was chasing up for a bit off the pass, man. But it was pure Danny's nut inlet, and he couldn't get it off him. And he fucking end up getting the vape, the wee cartridge, and you see, couldn't put it in the kettle and boil the kettle, get oils off it, scraping that. And I'm just looking at this cunt like I've just got my sentence. The gaff's a fucking shit pit.
But was out the next day, I know, he's sitting doing all that.
Horrible, man. He was fucked, man. He was pure. See him, he was coughing, he was like, that shit, man. He sounded like a warthog, man, I know. And fucking, I thought the cunt was going to die. It was doing that. It was meshed. He was arguing with his bud on the phone and all that shit, man. I think he'd done like 9 months in his bud in like the last night to tell his bud to fuck off. So he was pure greeting like, you made me come up and see you and bring you shit up and you pure practices. So this is happening.
That's what happens, but that's what happens, mate.
So I'm sitting there kind of like that, fuck's sake, trying to read the paper and all that, and this cunt's pure gone bush, and then fucking, he's like, I thought he was going to fucking cop it, man. Then the next day, I woke up, he was coughing all through the night, up in the morning and all that. Then when the plates came round, see, the plates, see when the breakfast trolley comes round, he's up and the pass man's pushing the trolley and the screws at the other end of the trolley. He's like, you sort us out for a bit for a pipe. The cunt's like, what, you kidding on?
Did he, aye?
He's like, I'm rough as fuck. Screws like that, why you rough? You know what I mean? Just
wow, man.
That's when I realised
mate, cunts don't care, mate. See, if you've got stuff and that, junkies are at your door 24/7. They don't care if you get spun at it, man. See, as long as they're getting their fucking, they'll be done. They don't care.
Aye, mate. I remember fucking exercising. There was a cunt that must have punted it that was out in exercise, and a cunt at the windies was shouting it, didn't it? We get my butt up, and you're like, it's fucking. At some point,
and the screws sitting in the wee bus stop, no.
Aye, mate. Screws are literally listening. You can see the
they
screws.
can hear everything sitting in the wee bus stop. So
they're no that. I can't think one as if
that's their job, not I mean.
They're no fucking dogs. They're not tuned into an R frequency where they don't know what you're saying. It shows you at some point that just bypasses all common sense.
Aye, it does. No, definitely does, mate.
I think there's quite a lot of cunts in the jail like that.
I've saw some cunts so fried on it, mate. So I have, man.
Oh, really?
Boys that were pure normal and that when I first met them. I've been in Poland with them, they've been normal. And then met them in bar, mate, and they're pure fried. They're just looking at us there for me, as if they don't know me, know what I mean?
Aye,
weird, mate, as fuck, man.
Aye, mate, cunts and see some of the shit they hit out. There's fried, then there's this. It's like cunts think they fucking get £1,000,000 stashed under Levendale and all that shit. Like, they hit out with mad stories.
Cunts out the government's after them.
Aye, mad shit like that, man. Oh, mate. It's like you're watching it and then there's cunts still smoking it and you're like, what the fuck? And I think fucking, because I remember the boy I was dubbed out with first, he was talking about it. And I think he was under the impression, you only smoke a wee bit, a wee fucking wee bit.
You can only smoke a wee bit, man.
Aye, I think he tries to kid himself because he only puts
paper
like
crack, man. Cunts call it paper crack.
Is that really, aye?
That's what cunts call it, mate.
Aye, mate, cunts end up fuck, because apparently it's heavy. I heard the withdrawals are worse than coming off a smack.
Aye, mate, it be, mate. Well, it's made with fish crystals, I'm sure, mate.
Aye, fish tank cleaner.
Aye, fish tank tranquilizer or something like that. Mate.
But I was hearing
fucking acetone and that.
Oh really? I haven't seen cunts were just going into B&Q and getting like fucking, as you say, wood spray and all that, and just spraying fucking paper and sending it into cunts. Because if you smoked that, you would feel like
you're going to get something. You're
going to get something, know what I mean? But
cunts were drinking fucking hand sanitizer, mate. Sorry, when I was in, man.
What the fuck?
Drinking the hand sanitizer and whacking it down with Dotten juice, mate. Tanning it.
But was it, mate, getting them mad with it?
I was getting them steaming, so it was.
Was it?
Aye, it was like fucking like 90% alcohol hand sanitizer or something.
Oh, mate, because I think when I went in, they'd started doing the alcohol-free one.
Oh, it was cunts that worked in the recycling that were getting it. So it was.
What the fuck, man? It's mental, mate.
Mate.
That just shows you how fucked cunts are in there, mate.
Exactly,
it's like, because out here you've got your fucking smack, whatever, they're crack, they're fucking street valuing, but in there you can't get this shit. It's like every time the screws do something to stop cunts getting shit in, like when they used to get...
They stopped the slippers when I was in, I know.
Slippers, did they?
Aye, they stopped the slippers.
It was cunts getting shit inside them?
Aye, I got all sorts of slippers, maybe got all sorts of slippers, man.
Oh really, aye?
Aye.
How did they used to fucking put
it... get flooded with slippers, man.
Really? Flooded with slippers? Got banging slippers there?
All the old guys all the old guys
Two for one.
All the old guys are sending pro forms out and we're sending them in the tartan slippers and that, every old man slippers, and they're getting them.
Oh really?
Aye, they get stopped, mate, because they get caught, man. Then what else? And then obviously they brought that big scanning machine out, I know. The one that they've got in the airport that scans all your insides and that, so you can't even bank it. Fucking, what else have they got? Everything, mate. They brought all sorts. They've obviously photocopying letters and that now, I know.
Oh, did he do that now, mate?
Aye.
Mate, that was murder. Mate, I get 2 letters taken off us because
Or for testing?
Aye, they took them off them for testing, and then I didn't get one of the letters I didn't even get to read. One of them was sent by a woman that's in recovery, 5-year clean, and the other one was sent by a guy that's basically a social worker. He's like my pal, but he's like fucking, he works with fucking people with addictions and all. The last cunts that are going to send me in, and they get took in fucking, one I never get back, and then he says, I tested positive for a Tizalam. I phoned the cunt, he's like, what you fucking kidding on? He's like, I wrote it for
that
what?
happened to me hundreds of times, mate. Know what it is? They're no cleaning the machine. And they're just putting one that is got a Tislam on it, and then they're putting that right tablet into it. That's obviously what they're doing. Cross contamination. It's got to be, mate, because it happened to me hundreds of times with fucking photos for free prints and that. Know what I mean? It's going right for free prints.
Mate, it's piping. I was fucking pissed with it, man. So why they started photocopying the letters. So how, they couldn't still get it in?
Cunts are still getting it in, mate.
Are they finding ways around it?
Cunts are getting it in fucking shoes, fucking... There was another one that we done, it was a good shoes, man. It was the recycling, my pal worked in the recycling, so obviously when we used to haul shoes in, they would just bin the shoe box.
Aye.
And obviously they would just put the shoes through the scanner.
Aye.
So what, see the bit that folds up through the shoe box, we'd put another shit in that, and then when they binned it, we'd put a wee black mark or something on it, and obviously my pal worked in recycling, so when he was cleaning all the shoe boxes, he would find that one, bust it open, bring it all back to the hall.
Fucking hell, man.
And then he ended up going down to work bouncing and getting it caught, getting it all spun, man.
For fuck's sake, man.
It's always, it's cons, it fuck it, fuck cons, mate. So it is.
Aye,
It's always
mate,
cons,
for
it, fuck
sure,
it,
bro, for sure, bro. Always is every time, man. I wonder what the fucking, mate, that's the thing about cons, mate. Honestly, God, see if you put these cunts into business, man, take away the addiction, mate, they would thrive, man. Just the pure mad ingenious plots.
That's mad, some of the shit you think in there, innit?
I think it's just, see when you're fucking, it's like, imagine if you're starving, you've no money, you've no food, you're going to find a way to get food. No, I'm not
Aye,
so
100%.
it's one of the ones if you're fucking rattling.
But look at fucking crackheads running about to get their crack, know what I mean?
Aye, mate, cunts find a way to do it, know what I mean? And in there, that's...
They put in a heavy graft, man, didn't they?
Aye, heavy duty, man. Know what I mean? It's like, have you ever seen a quote? Have you ever seen a crackhead and we'll getting a bit of crack? A crackhead will get his crack, know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
Be a crackhead.
Defo,
So,
that's true, man.
do you think your past will ever catch up with you?
Aye, bro, it still does, aye. And it's a heavy distraction, man, for my music. Big time, man.
Aye, mate, see, do you plan to use this like, as music? Is that a kind of a get out plan as such?
I believe that I can go somewhere with this music, mate. So I need to start putting the more work in this year, man.
Aye, that's exactly it, man. But as you say, you've got the tunes written, man. It's just recording them and
They're
getting them out.
recorded.
Oh, they're recorded,
They're recorded,
they're recorded, right,
They're recorded, mate.
They're just waiting to go.
It's good to go, mate, aye.
When you see you're talking about maybe doing an EP, do you say?
Aye.
When?
Because I've never released an EP like that.
Have you not?
No, mate, never released an EP, an album, nothing like that.
Long
mate.
overdue.
Well overdue, man, so I think I'm going to release an EP.
Where have you got any
So
idea when?
thumping chins and all, man.
Oh, I went forward to it, man. Went forward to it. I heard that one you just played there sounded banging, man.
That's the one that's coming out to Yona, mate.
Is that the Yona
Aye,
one?
that's coming out to Yona, mate, in March.
Nah, good
Start
stuff.
of March, man.
What's when are you planning to maybe do the EP?
Soon, mate. Probably around about March and also after my videos start coming out and that. I'm going to do it all around about the same time. You know what I mean? Start making a big,
maybe make the
bit of
videos
noise.
as a kind of promotional
Aye,
kind of
aye,
tool for it.
aye.
See, you say, were all these tunes written when you were doing that sentence there?
No, all of them, mate. Some of them were.
Is that going to kind of attach to the theme of the EP? Is there a theme here? Is it just like so many tunes just put together, or are you going to have like a certain? Is that like a concept EP?
Not sure yet.
No,
Not
made
sure
that
yet.
decision yet.
Nah,
Have you got a name
nah.
for it yet?
Nah, not yet.
Nah, no yet. So what can we expect to see for you this year then? Defo is what is right.
I'm going to gigs, mate. Gigs, music videos, EP.
Because you done
Maybe
London
an
Mike's
album
gig
at the
there
end of
just
the year.
recently, didn't you?
Aye.
How was that? Was that your first gig being back out?
First gig in fucking about 4 years or
How
something,
did
man.
that feel?
A bit nerve-wracking at first.
Is it? Aye.
I've done the hot pot on the stage, man.
Oh really?
Aye, mate, aye.
Hey, that's part and parcel of these gigs, man. If you're not tanning the hot boat on the stage, you're smoking a joint in the crowd.
Aye, it's the stand off poles, man, for it. It was good, but mate, so it was.
A good reception.
Aye, it was good, mate. It's bouncing.
Did they give you the buzz for performing live again?
Aye. I'm dying to do it again, mate. I'm going to start getting on about it again,
Have
man.
you got any lined up?
No, mate, no. I'm going to try and put on my own headline show this year.
Aye, that's
Some
what I was
point-
going to ask. As you see, fucking.
I've never had my own headline show either, that, man.
Have you know?
No, so I'm going to get everything done this year, man.
Do you think you maybe do it as an EP launch kind of thing?
Maybe, mate. I might not be doing that. Might be bringing an album at the end of the year.
An album at the end of the year, maybe?
Aye, so I might just make a cut of noise for the first 6 months, you know what I mean? And then start promoting the album. And then maybe do a headline show with that.
Ah, nice one, mate. Nice one, man. A lot to come for you this year, but as you say, you've had 2 years of writing today, man, so it's time to get out and get busy again.
2 year plans.
I know, mate, I know, because it's one of the ones, as you say, mate, like, you've got back out and so many cunts have taken up, man. It's, if you don't catch up, you end up falling behind, innit, man?
I know, mate.
That's the way I see it, man. It's like, obviously, I've not been out doing shit as long as you, mate. I'm not as established as yourself, man, but I realise that, I'm like, You need to give more cunts to judge you on. Give more
Aye.
music for cunts to judge you on
No,
if you're wanting to be
definitely.
kind of established.
My
this
views
kind of
haven't changed up, man. My views are still doing well. So I put out like a wee freestyle video on that.
Aye.
And my views done, I got like fucking 20-30k on that, mate. The
Really,
first
aye.
2 days, mate.
Aye, was that on Instagram?
Aye, mate.
Nice one, bro.
Aye.
Aye, you've got a decent wee following, man. A lot of cunts are excited to see you. It's not as if it's what you fell off. Like you've disappeared, then
Aye.
you've fucking fell into the
Had no
abyss.
choice.
Ah. When you're on your deathbed and you're looking back, what do you want people to remember you for?
Just be me, mate.
Just being yourself,
Aye.
man. Is that through your music or as a person?
Just that person.
So see, when you're looking back, what is the plans for the future? What do you want to achieve in your life?
I want to be a millionaire.
What about a millionaire?
Aye.
Nice, I like it, man. Have you got a time frame?
No.
No. But is that through
30.
music? By 30?
Aye.
5 year?
By 30.
Can be done, man.
Could be done. Should have been done, but I didn't get to jail.
That's it. 200 grand a year.
Could be done, mate.
What do you want to do in music? What's your goals?
I just want to make it big, mate, honestly, man. I've done it for too long now.
So when did you
And I've
start
got the
again? So
potential to
12?
do it, do you know what I mean? I know for a fact I've got talent, you know what I mean?
Aye, definitely, mate. As you say,
and
mate.
I've got a good following and that, as you say, you know what I mean? So I could date, mate.
Aye.
Just to market myself right, mate.
Aye, that's totally it, man. Have you ever been approached by management or you ever looked into that kind of thing?
Never looked into it, mate. I've been putting in enough work recently to be then looking into management and that, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
I can manage it myself now.
Do you ever consider it or is it just, well, just do it mine?
Date my own, mate.
Aye.
I've always done it mine, you know what I mean? I work better myself, I think, man.
Aye, stick with your kind of thing. Do you do everything yourself or do you have even any of your pals kind of helping you out doing any of that kind of
Everything
thing?
myself, mate.
Do everything yourself?
Aye.
Do you ever think about consulting like marketing managers or that kind of thing maybe?
Nah. Maybe soon. Maybe the end of the year or something, you know what I mean? Once I've started making a bit more noise, but no, no.
I just see where it goes, innit?
Aye.
So see outside of music, what's your plans
What do you mean by that?
for the future? Just for your life, man.
for
If you
life.
get into it right now, is it just all music or is there anything?
Store music, mate.
That's it. All music, move it to Glasgow and make a million.
Aye.
I like it, broski. I like it, my man. It was good to have you on, mate. A lot of cunts.
Good to be on, mate.
Aye, mate. It's good to finally have you in the Patter Pouffe. It was long overdue, man. But I think we should definitely get a catch up because I want to see what you've got to bring this year, man.
Definitely, mate.
Because a lot of this is just catching up where you've been in the past and that, and what's been going on, what you've got planned, man.
I will
But
catch back up in a few months' time or something,
aye,
man.
definitely, man. But I'll definitely get you on. But it's been an absolute pleasure having you on, there,
You
bro.
too, mate.
Right,
You
mate.
too.
Thank
Cheers,
you, my
brother.
man. Right. That's it, people. Like, subscribe, and don't get wide.
He's like on
Catches.
trips.